Hey guys, welcome to episode 52 of AllGenGamers. I'm one of your hosts, Johnny Millennium, and we're joined by the ever-loving, wonderful human being, Pete Dorr. Pete, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well on this earlier recording of the episode evening.
That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. And together as one is the EMU Review and John, Gamester81. They're together in the same bed. How are you guys doing?
Two of hearts.
I'm doing beautiful. Fantastic. Lovely. Thank you, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing beautiful too. It's a beautiful night. And why it's such a beautiful night is we have our first guest that we ever had on the podcast back nearly 1 year later. And by the time you hear this, it'll actually be 1 year. And that guest is Jimmy of Lots of Games. Glad to have you back, Jimmy. It's awesome to have you back on.
Thanks for having me back. Man, it's been a year. It's crazy. Can't believe it.
I'm going to say one of my favorite words here. I'm already nostalgic about it. You know? I really am. It's so amazing that it was a year ago when we were all talking about, hey, let's get together and just do a podcast and humble beginnings. And God, Jimmy, I remember when we were talking about it. And did you think that, it'd be 52 episodes later we'd have you back on?
No, I really thought you guys were going to flake out and just ditch the whole idea. So congratulations on 1 year.
So, Jimmy, where can people find you?
They can find me on YouTube. Just look up Lots of Games, and that's where I should be. I try to upload every once in a while, and the past year since I last did, this podcast with you, the years really flown by, and it's been a lot of fun doing my YouTube thing. Have a busy schedule like you guys, but it's been just a really fun hobby to kind of get away from things that I have to do and really do something that I want to do.
Right.
It's been great.
I think we should go around, do a roundtable real quick, since it's our 1 year, kind of do the highlights, fondest memories of this past year of the podcast, some episode highlights.
So we've got a bunch of stuff over here to talk about. John and I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Oh yeah,
tell
us your story.
I can think about three things right now. We have a lot of news here.
Those fucking golf cart bastards.
Okay.
Man,
Okay. So let's hit that first, and that's important. Okay. So John and I, we decided to head down to the Compton swap meet. No, it was the Phoenix swap meet. We went down there.
Hold on, John. Just explain to people what swap meet exactly means.
There's two ways people either refer to it, either a swap meet or a flea market. Some people refer to it as flea market. And basically what it is, it's like a garage sale kind of deal where vendors bring in random shit and they set up a table and they sell you shit. And you can barter with them. So if one thing's $5, just say I'll give you 3 and whatever, So we recording, and then this one random security chick came up to me. Actually, she's like, "I can't have you filming in here." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." So
she rolls up in her golf cart,
yeah. Can't have you filming in here. I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I walk away and start walking, and she fucking starts following us. And she's like, guys, I'm gonna have to leave. You have to leave your cameras in the car, and her car's freaking hella far because we have to take the light rail.
Yeah, you want to come with us on the light rail, lady? What's the deal?
So okay, we'll leave. I'm not gonna argue with you, whatever. It's your power trip right now. And she was kind of a bitch about the whole thing, I think.
I saw her foaming at the mouth while she was staring at her camera. So I'm like, damn, is she gonna want to eat these things?
Yeah, she's crazy about it.
Rough.
Which reminds me, I was actually on the Operation Kill Screen podcast.
Oh yeah, how'd it go?
Nice.
Yesterday. It was fun. It was actually, believe it or not, according to them, their longest episode they ever recorded. So apparently my games I bought recently really dragged it out for them.
Sweet.
That's crazy.
Or games I've been playing recently, but it was a lot of fun. So if you want to check that out, it's episode 33, OperationKillScreen.com.
Just speaking of Rob, I know you guys know about this, and I know all the audiences probably knows about this, is that Mega Man, Legends 3 was officially canceled yesterday, and we're going to try to get Rob on later on for his take on it, because he's probably the biggest Mega Man fan that any of us know.
Sure.
And, Rob's got a very passionate load of things he would like to add on to that. So let's talk about it. Hopefully, he said I just got a text from him. He's driving home from Vancouver to the city. So maybe in about 30, 40 minutes, maybe.
I know if I'm pissed, You know, I'm pretty sure Rob Man is devastated, beyond devastated. Because when I read that, I'm like, holy shit, like, here they are, getting their fans all rallied up. They have a forum, they're taking user input, telling them to design the characters in the game, help pick out what they want the characters to look like all this different shit. They're going to put out a prototype of the game so you can play it before it comes out. And fans waited like 10 years for this game, and now nothing. They just flat out cancel it. I think that's one of the shittiest moves I've ever seen in the industry.
So we can do a quick draw. I post a Wales quick draw. You guys want to do that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Wales quick draw.
We're going to break in right now with a special report that
Breaking
Rob
news.
Man is online, and he gets to reveal to the world his thoughts on Mega Man Legends 3 getting canceled. And I'm sure he'll have a lot to say, so we'll be back with everybody else's games we've been playing.
Hey, what's going on? Rob, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. How you guys doing?
How you feel? I must ask, how you feel, man? I feel for you. How you feeling?
You know what? I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right.
It's it was a bit of a shock, but all things considered, it summed a few things up for me. It really kind of it put the final nail in a coffin, shall we say?
This podcast was created by retro video game collectors and YouTube show hosts Pete Dorr, Happy Console Gamer, Gamester81, and myself, Jason Heine. Make sure to follow along and subscribe to us on iTunes under the podcast section, AllGenGamers. And if you want more information about this podcast, please visit www.allgengamers.com.